Right. Exactly. Yeah. 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 Exactly. Thank you, guys. No decision were made in executive session. I'll be back here. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Come on up, Jill.
Okay, great. Listen, I learned to talk faster this time, so I don't.
You had a busy night, didn't you?
It's just, it feels like we've been busy recently. Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, good morning, you guys. All right, so we've got some exciting news. Our EMT class has been approved and it starts on Monday. We are super excited to have more people. So far, I have 9 people signed up for the class. Really super pumped up. Let's see here. We have, 9 of them signed up so far. I think I have 2 more. Class limit is 12. So I'm hoping that we'll get some more. I was just telling Cherie out there that some of the ones that we have are already somehow associated kind of with the county, but it's through our dispatch center, and I think that is really something that says a lot, because one of them is our old dispatcher, Jeff Lockhart, that used to work here. Jamie, who currently works in dispatch, her daughter is going to take the class, and then Corey, who's a dispatcher, she and her husband both are going to take the class. So yeah, we have 9 so far. I'm a little disappointed because they're all, I shouldn't say disappointed, but I don't have anybody from Bird City. I have one high school kid who is interested in taking the class, but he's a senior this year, and he's going to graduate. So he probably won't be around to help us, which leads to my next thing. This is the Kansas Board of EMS Education Incentive Grant Program, and this is for students to be able to sign that EIG grant with us. They have to provide 20 hours a month for 12 consecutive months to be able to qualify that, but it pays for the class. And so I was just going to see if I could get this signed so I could send this in. Once on Monday we have the total of students and stuff like that, I will send you kind of that list so you can see that kind of itemized out. But that's just allowing us to do the EIG grant and allow students to be able to get that money through the state. And then the state will send that money to us for those students. And I think their reimbursement rate for the class is $1,150. The cost of our class total is $1,500, and that includes the books and stuff like that. So if they would pay for it outright, that's what it is. But I think the majority of the ones who are going to be doing this are going to get the EIG grant. So I was just going to see if I could get that signed. And then, I don't need to read these out loud.
Oh, they gotta do this.
Yeah, I was just gonna pass this list that was the names of the students. I wasn't gonna read that loud, but if you guys want to look and see, kind of who we have so far. And I know there are 2 other students that are interested.
I'm curious.
You have to be 18 by the time you test. You can take the class when you're 17. You just have to, at the time of testing, be 18 as well. Yeah.
I'll second it. So moved and seconded to allow the, is it EIG?
Yep.
Ambulance or the Jill for the EMS program to apply for the EIG grant. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? What do you want?
You're the operator.
Okay.
Is that a fun name? Absolutely. We did have our Board of EMS inspection on the 15th of January, which everything went great. The only thing, we did have one violation that was able to be corrected on spot, and it was our suction yankers that we have in our ambulance. Sometimes when we're in a hurry, we will go ahead and open the package and connect it to the suction unit, and that package was opened, and so they allowed us just to change good with our inspection, and we were super excited about that. There was a lot of things involved with that. Staying on the ambulance, this is the quote from Dan Brenner Ford for the repairs for the 11, well, it's 17 now, it's the backup ambulance, the one we brought from Berg City to St. Francis. To be able to pass our inspection, those are the things that are on the list. It's gonna be 70. Yeah, 70.
This comes out of your budget.
Yes, it sure does. Yeah. This was the ambulance that I was talking about last time that, you know, it hasn't seen a lot of use since we moved it over to St. Francis. But it does have issues. I guess we can merge it. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah. You'll never believe how smooth the ride is in that new ambulance over there compared to that. Oh my goodness, yeah, it is. No, I thought that's it.
Then move it seconded to approve, the estimate for the ambulance for $1,838 for the first month for 7 days. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye, opposed. Thank you.
Okay, next one I have is that I had spoken to you guys about, I need internet onto, 11A. We don't have any sort of internet connection in that, and I needed to be able to transfer my vitals and 12 weeks and stuff. And I have not heard from Fire or Law about if they were interested in switching to Starlink. But that is my quote for the equipment, and it's a $50 monthly charge for Starlink on that ambulance. But I would like to at least test it out before I get others into it. So that is what that quote is for.
That's probably just you. That one ambulance, correct?
Yes,
That
absolutely.
is 11 or
11A.
Yeah,
I know, there's just so many different.
I just want to make sure I have the right one.
Absolutely.
I believe we put Starlink in 11A.
Second.
$369 plus that.
Then move it seconded to put Starlink to 11 days for $50 a month. And 310 to get to 349. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye, opposed.
Okay, next one is, Region 1 EMS, council appointment. You guys just signed this, I think, I don't know, maybe 6, 9 months ago. This one is good for 2 years. And yeah, Gary Winter just sent it to me, and it's going to be for the period January 1st to 26th to January 1st to 28th. And this is just to allow myself and Kim to be on there, as Kim is my backup, in case I can't attend those, and we have voting rights when we have that time, so, I try to keep involved in that also.
Maybe we put Jill down on Regional Emergency Medical Council.
Second. Then move it seconded to put Kim and Jill on the regional, emergency medical council. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye, opposed.
Alright, this is my last one. We did a statewide tabletop exercise last week. And it was basically, the scenario was getting ready for the FIFA World Cup. And we had different scenarios that we had to go through. One of the things that I think statewide we have found that we do not have, policies in place for human trafficking and patient response. So I'm gonna give this one to Kristen. This is the one that I'll need signed by you, Brett, so I'll let you have that one. But this is just, a human trafficking patient identification and response policy for us to put into our policies for the EMS. And it basically just goes through how to identify human trafficking, and how to, get people separated, to be able to do questioning, to make sure that they're not in harm's way. But yeah, so I ended up sending mine to the state. They did not have one, and so I think they're going to end up using part of this system, but for a kind of statewide one, because really we didn't have anything. I know the hospitals are having to put something in place to, if they have someone that comes in that they feel like they're in harm's way. Thank you. Yeah, I wanted to get ahead of this because, it's always a question sometimes, how do you go about that? And really, we didn't have anything in place, so I thought that was one of the most beneficial things that came out of that is how that's described. And that's
No, we're already adopting human trafficking.
Yeah, we'll take you for.
Oh, Lord. We might be trafficked later. You just want to make a motion to adopt the Cheyenne County EMS human trafficking patient identification and response policy.
There we go, something.
Then moved and seconded to, have the Cheyenne County EMS, report of the human traffic patient identification and response policy. All in favor, signify by saying aye. What's that?
We just want to adopt the policy.
Adopt the policy.
All right, that one is the one for signature, I believe, and I'll take it back, I'll scan it, I'll send you one.
Yours is so smoky. I have it right here.
I can sign it if you want me. Everybody can sign it if you want to. All right, that's all I have for you guys. That's it. Thank you, guys. You too. And it's snowing outside.
I saw that a little bit ago, knowing.
Wow. Maybe it is winter.
Let me see if she'll-
I do have two of the things that I know Eddie was going to bring up. I know they are doing more updates in apartment 12. And this is the invoice for apartment 12, which is a 1-bedroom apartment. Flooring, carpet.
And then you just pay the bill.
We approved apartment 1 and apartment 2, back last fall.
And it says it's already completed. So,
No, you're fine.
You're fine.
We're trying. Yep, sure, listen? Yep. I said, we're trying.
Oh, yes.
To get across that before things are done.
For Eddie, there's been a lot of miscommunication from the administrators or those at the village to their board and with Eddie and that board.
Yeah. I talked to Clifford and Eddie about this too. They're not gonna be able to do that stuff.
we approved $51 million for Department 12.
And I second it.
Moved and seconded to approve.
No, you're fine.
All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye.
You can't do these projects without coming to the commissioners first, because you've got to go through a bid process. And you've got to go through this whole process, and someone is making decisions and doing things without going through proper procedure.
Can we have time to make this decision?
Can I put up this one?
Yes, sorry.
I mean, unless you want to do it,
No.
that's fine. Okay. This is, Pinnacle Fire, this is part of the insurance claim, and you brought this in. I have submitted it to K-Camp, I might have lost my words. Brian with K-Camp has emailed back and, needs more information. I'm just trying to get a hold of Pinnacle Fire, et cetera. That was early this week, and I have not been able to reach Eddie, which if he's ill, then that is why I've not been able to reach him. So I might reach out to Rod and see if he can help me get the contacts that K-Camp is needing for this invoice. So like I said, it has been submitted. I do see it is past due, but I think it was just given to Eddie. So I think he dated it actually at the top when he received it. I do have a check if you approve both of these. I have.
Taylor?
Probably, I'm assuming there's probably still more work that needs to be done. Like I said, it has been submitted to K-Camp for possible insurance, but this one was not included in the original invoices that I had submitted.
I mean, you can go ahead and move to pay it in hopes.
Yeah.
We'll get insurance money.
$89.46 to
$49.79
Fire.
$30.
Been moved and seconded to get Pinnacle Fire for the amount of $4,971.30. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed?
And then I did go ahead and have these checks made up just in case you did approve. So this is the voucher for these two, and then it's someone will sign, Fred already signed the first check. I think. I don't know, I didn't know.
Yes, that's fine. And then we'll just do it for 5 minutes. That's always actually doing something. Ah.
we have a resolution regarding cattle guards and someone the money and the process of the future. And we can think that, the budget is saying,
He's saying it's on private property, so
yeah, it's all private property.
why do you even ask him?
Yeah, so we still have to go through the process for the minimum maintenance portion of it.
Yeah, I understand that.
But, yeah, in regards to town levy, we've got conflicting locations.
Motion for 5 minutes executive session for non-elected personnel.
I think what is happening is River County property, was recovered. I think there was an allegation that became stolen property, and now it's covered. And so that